Do you believe that a proven foreign coach with substantial price tag may change our fortune?
I told our coaches, we have enough coaches here to train, but everything is called exposure. First, some of them can coach, but they cannot explain, they cannot talk. Okay? So now, this exactly is the problem between technical, now a lot of talks on sports science and badminton, and the coaches. My coaches work under me for 5-6 hours a day, 4 times a week. After 6 months, it goes to the selection committee. There's a coaching committee and the selection committee was separated. When BAM accepted and want to join them, Penang never followed. I was very lucky. My president, everything from the first president and Goh Cheng Teck, all they supported me because it's very unfair. The people who do the selection never came to the coaching. After 6 months, between half year and a year, they are influenced by some of the technical people who says this is potential, this is good. All I ask before you do the selection is for the selection committee to come to the coaching thing, not 3 or 4 times a week, once a week. Just see. But nobody came. Okay, come again. So this is the problem here today. Even Miss Poon is a very good friend and very intelligent, and he's worked with me. He's the latest now in this dilemma. He's a very good coach. But he can demonstrate. He cannot out-talk all the technical people. The theorists, I call them theorists, can write books. You know, I was asked to, when I was chief coach, before when they win, to give an examination. So usually all the teachers, all the people, all I call them theorists, they pass when previously. So I set an exam when I was there. 50% theory, 50% practical. Half of them fail. They say do the drop shot fast, near the net, everything. But in the practical thing, they cannot even do it. Lob it down the line, cross court, they cannot even do a backhand. They cannot even do. They can talk very nice, this backhand this way. They cannot do. So I fail half of them. Then BM start to say, now we want to have certified coach. So who is going to give me examination? Nobody wants to give me an examination. They say, never mind, you are ex-world champion, we pass you. I mean, that's ridiculous, isn't it? Nobody give me examination. So how are you talking about foreign coaches? We have enough coaches, and if you want an example, I can give you an example. Without trying to take credit, I don't have to say paper is alive. Ask Elias Omar and ask, he's our chief police officer, what's his name? Hanif, ask Hanif. When Hanif was training chairman, he recruited me. I went to serve him because I believe in his discipline and I believe in his straightforward way of doing things. Then, at that time, Han Chiang was the champion, world champion at that time, and he came as our coach. The last time we won the Thomas Cup. Okay? We formed a technical committee. I started TAP, Technical Advisory Panel. Because at that time, there was friction between me and I call them the theorists. Okay? The so-called experts. And They bring in all kinds of things. I went for meetings. They cannot outdo me, outdo Penang. They cannot outdo the thing. They bring in all these experts. So I had a case. I went for a meeting. They brought in an Australian so-called expert, sports science expert. Yes, I admit he knows about sports science. So I asked him, when I was going to talk, the officials tell me, hey, Eddie, he's expert, no, from Australia, sports science expert. Australia has won a lot of Olympic medals. So I said, excuse me, Mr. Chairman, can I ask a question? I say, young man, how long do you know badminton? He said, I'm learning. I just came. I say, don't you agree with me that even sports science says you should not talk about the sport unless you have 5 years experience in each sport. You might be a technical expert for all games, but you don't know the requirement. So I gave him the same question. What is the speed? What is the timing of the badminton player? He couldn't answer me. So Hang Chiang was there, everybody was there, everybody quiet. Some professors from the universities was there, also keep quiet. They brought in a lot from Canada, everything. You are talking my game, isn't it? So I said, how many Olympic medals has Australia won in badminton? So at least he was gentleman enough to say, yes, I come to learn. When they come and they are arrogant, I gave them questions, what the speed of badminton was, everything, they couldn't answer me. I know the technicality. My friend, in England as a world champion, we have a club every month. Every month we meet. As I say, I study table tennis. The first Olympic table tennis from China has the same surname as me, good friend of mine. He won the first table tennis. John Barrington, all the squash players in England, all are my friends. The tennis, you talk about that time, Pancho Seguras, Pancho Gonzalez. I study all my, we meet. And the runners, the coaches, the English coaches, how to, between speed and stamina, how to break the human body, we talk about it. So if you want to know how I break the human body, I learned all from them. Because I was there at the meeting, the Russian coach couldn't speak like I say, he's a good coach. He's coach, if you remember. Yeah. And again, Gordon Peary. Okay? Everybody was laughing at the coach. So that's why I call these theories. Because they can speak, he cannot speak, they say, hey, coach, Gordon Peary will beat coach this time. So the Russian coach kept quiet. After the meeting, the Russian coach called me. Eddie, he says, next week, we are going to run against each other. My coach and Gordon Peary is going to run. If you remember that, George, you know about what I'm talking about. A mile consists of 440 meters, right? When the flag went down, the coach ran the 400 meters as if he's running the 440 meters. He left everybody behind. The second lap, he did the same. So Gordon Peary was left, everybody was left behind. Because they do pacing and then they spurt. Then Gordon Peary chased. The third lap, he did not finish the race on the fourth lap. Now, think very carefully. And coach won in a time, the overall time was slower than the time Gordon Peary did in practice. Now, I talked to the Russian coach. Think very carefully. What does that tell you? The man trains all his life on the event. Yet, you can break him because they broke his rhythm. Okay? You see, like cycling also, like the marathon runner, There's a speed factor. The man spurts. If you are not used to the training, you chase him, you change your rhythm, you cannot finish the race. Okay? No matter how hard you train. So this marathon runner, under 2 hours, world record. Do they run at a constant speed? No. So what is the speed if it's not related to, that's why I talk speed first before you talk about me of stamina in every sport. So this is what he taught me. So this is what I did. I broke all the people who some players I beat, they take 100 full military kit on skis, 100 miles petrol. Some are United States, all blues. They get blues for the fitness, never get tired. They never last. All I did was change their rhythm. You see, the trouble is this. If I make you to follow, I can break your rhythm. In badminton, you must be skillful enough to make the other guy. Because when I'm doing training, I blow the whistle. Nobody, whatever his stamina is, can last the pace. Nobody. They come for me training from England, they'll say they are so good, so best sportsmen, they die. Because I changed the system, changed the rhythm. So, you see, so badminton is also important. You must know the game, you must know the speed, and if you cannot challenge the man, like Lin Dan and Choong Wei cannot challenge his speed, the faster he can go, the sooner he must stop to get his breath, to be able to, call the rate of recovery, to do the same speed again. Am I right?
Yes.
So when you are talking stamina, so that stamina is related. When he take the breather, then you must use your endurance in the stamina word to attack him. If you let him take the breather, you will never beat him because you cannot attain the speed. And when you talk speed, it's not the movement of the thing, it's the anticipation and all-round shots. You got to beat him because now I look at Choong Wei. He has the you see, now again, how do you calculate what is the stamina? I observed that early when I saw Freeman beat Wong Peng Soon and Ung Tae Kok. Wong Peng Soon and Ung Tae Kok, 10, 15 shots was getting the point. Freeman did over 15 to 20 shot rallies. Killed them. Both. Except Ung Tae Kok, who know how to rally. The skill, Wong Peng Soon died. So when I trained, I did 40 shot rallies. And that's the stamina. You must have the skill to maintain the opponent for 40 shots. And if you follow the 40 shot rally with another 40 shot rally, then the stamina of the speed, the skill and the stamina then becomes, the speed of the badminton player is established there. Nobody can do that. I do that.
40 shots.
So nobody beat me because I can do 40 shot rallies. But now today they are doing 40 shots. Lin Dan and I timed them. I was searching, they are doing 40 shot rallies now. Lin Dan and Choong Wei is doing 40 shot rallies now. So if you don't have the skill, by 5 shots, every 5 shots, he's playing at high speed, he'll beat you. Because after 40 shots, the second round of 40 shots, then the rate of recovery comes into the picture. So that's why what they do, they pretend to fall down, they pretend to go up and wipe themselves. Yes, very. I try to tell the people, put a time clock. Yes. Allow the player to go out. Like you can challenge the call like tennis. Allow the player to go out, but time him. All he needs is 8 to 12 seconds to pick up the shuttlecock. Call your scores continuous. So he cannot cheat. Now they cheat. And then how he use it, I don't want to, because I don't want to quarrel with them. I just help Hanif. the tap could be formulate all the theories. One person, chief coach, he got three courts. I said, what are you doing? He know doubles, he does singles, he know he does Jalanin Rasif, dare not even go near them. How can you tell when Jalanin Rasif are all England champion and Jelani is cocky like hell?
Yes.
Huh? So he just sat down there. I said, no, you are the chief coach to do the planning. You should have one coach at each court, three courts. You cannot be looking at three courts. You do your planning, then the coach do exactly what you do, and then not more than high performance, not more than 8 players per court. 4 players at one time, training one at one time. I calculate even the time. In 2 hours of training, what they should do, 3 hours you have, how many games they can play. My theory all. 6, you should play, you want to play, you should play 6 singles. That's all my theory. 6 singles, 15 games. I put you against, you are the top player now, Eddy Choong. You play number 1, number 2, number 3, what we have for sparring. After that, the next time, I reverse. The 6 come first. The best of the 6 come last. Why do I do that? Because if you're going to play rubber set at least 2 rounds, you cannot do that. In my practice, I don't allow you to play singles and doubles in any tournament. I don't allow. If you want to play, you show me you can play singles and doubles and still last the pace. Simple, isn't it? I go there, I've got 10 coaches under me, even Carling, they want go. And then, George, it's in a mess now. Yeah. At least they know what's happening. This sports minister said exactly, so I didn't want to interfere. Exactly.